What's going on, everybody? So this should be a fairly short video. I'm hoping that by now you guys know of, or at least have an idea of what this knife is about, so I'm really not going to review it. I'll just post a link to a couple videos that do a pretty good job covering details and specs and all that good stuff about this knife. So yeah, I think I'm just going to skip all that and talk about my impressions on this knife. 1 second here. This one in particular is the 0561. It has the Coyote Brown G10. I've had this knife for a good 2 weeks now, and I'm really enjoying it. Let me give you a quick size comparison. This is the Para 2, and the 301. That's really not that much bigger than these two. Pretty common knives. You guys know how much this thing weighs. So initially, my main complaint was the jimping. Right in this area, the lock bar right over here, and this part right here. I've been using it pretty much every day since I got it, and it's really not so much an issue anymore. Yeah, it's still pretty sharp, but not as uncomfortable as it was. The action was pretty smooth, but it's only gotten smoother. Really, I can even flip it with my pinky, which is pretty impressive. Just the overall design of the knife, in my opinion, is perfect. I love how light it is, but yet still feel like it's a strong, well-built knife. This is also my first knife with the Elmax. The factory edge is pretty sharp. It was hair shaving sharp, as a matter of fact, but it was a bit toothy. I noticed that when I was cutting cardboard, it would hang up, but it's really not that big of an issue. I love the stonewashing on it. Really, you can't even tell that I've used it. I'm also planning on reprofiling it to thin it out a little. The handle design couldn't be any more perfect, in my opinion. I mean, it just fits my hand like a glove. There's still some people complaining about the detent. I didn't find that to be an issue. Really, you just gotta watch where you put your fingers when you're opening it, and make sure you don't put any more pressure on that lock bar. Gosh, it's really not much else to say. It's an excellent knife. They're slowly making it out to all the dealers. Secondary market, of course. You may end up paying a little bit more. This was, I've had this on pre-order with Kershaw guy on Blade Forums since June of last year, I think it was, like the first or second week of June, and yeah, the wait was pretty much worth it. I mean, it's a solid knife. Yeah, if you can get your hands on it, I highly recommend picking up this knife. Also, a good buddy of mine, Peter R., sent me an orange scale for it. I think I'm going to cut right now and put it on there, and I'll come right back. Alright, see you in a minute. Alright, here we go. Smooth orange. Gosh, I need a new camera. This thing is looking sketch. Anyways, in person it looks pretty cool. No gaps or anything. It feels so much better. Alright guys, take it easy.